Hello and welcome to this webinar series organized by PsyCoolG Connect, an initiative by PsyCoolG Wellness Private Limited, an ISO certified organization with Startup India and MSME certification. We are incorporated under Ministry of Corporate Affairs and we do organize events like this one for mental health awareness. And this is our webinar number 91. So, before starting the webinar, I would like to invite our guest of the day, Ma'am Raina. So, before starting, I would like to give a brief introduction of our guest speaker. Actually, the introduction should not go too much long, so I have kept it short and simple. But if we talk about uh, in the detail, so it can go really long. Our resource person is really an experienced and a humble person too. So before starting, I would like to give a brief introduction. Ma'am Raina Khatri Tandon is a breakthrough coach, certified in POSH compliances and expert and training on many B2B organizations and trusts, and also an external member to many companies in Mumbai, Pune, and Hyderabad, Chennai. A two-time TEDx speaker at Gateway, founder of Right to Rise, India's first and only ISO certified POSH organization into training, compliances, and auditing. That's a great achievement, ma'am. Speaker at international various global conferences for women and leadership, gender equality, NLP, and many more. Ma'am, we heartily welcome you in this webinar number 90. Hello, ma'am, you have muted your mic. Ma'am, can you just unmute from your side?
Good afternoon, friends, and thank you very much, Dinesh, Saini ji. Thank you very much, PsyCoolG.
PsyCoolG, yeah.
Yes, psychology. I like the way it's written, Psychool and then G, because it's like telling psychology is very cool. Okay,
Yeah,
because many a times people always talk of psychology as something heavy, and the subject seems so very introspective and so deep dive that people feel okay, मुझे psychology करना है या नहीं करना है. And thank you very much for the warm welcome and the wonderful introduction. So I, Mrs. Raina Khatri Tandon, the founder of Right to Rise and RKT Foundation, today wish to share some inputs today uh, with you all present here. I am more than honored that I was humbly called on this platform to give awareness on a wonderful topic of decluttering, de-stressing, and detoxing in today's pandemic world. Of course, pandemic is come to an end. Let's just understand what exactly lies.
mhm. I think something went wrong. Okay, so this particular topic has been selected in a way that we can explain about the detailing of the stress in this situation. Although the pandemic situation is end, we can understand that, but not yet. Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am is back.
Yes.
Really sorry for
So
the
I'm
connection.
really sorry. I think sometimes we can't fight technology. And let me
Yeah,
just go and share the screen with you with little inputs that we wish to share. I
sure.
want to ask you, how are you feeling? Okay, before we go into just sharing and making this a more PPT based, let's ask you, what exactly do you feel when I say the word declutter, detox, de-stress? How do you actually feel? Okay, if we're going to share, thank you, Neeta, thank you very much. Let's see. find our application window open. By the time I'm screen sharing, just let me know if you can see. Okay, I'm just going to share the entire screen because it's not
No
allowing me to
issues.
even share.
No issues.
Okay, are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so welcome all of you. We are on an interesting topic of decluttering, detoxing, and re-stressing. So here, Dinesh, you can always read when people are answering because I may not be able to see the screen.
Yeah, sure, sure,
So
sure, sure.
today when we are talking about this important topic, let's understand how are we feeling today. What is our present feeling today? What happens if tomorrow? So some of us are at home, some of us are outside, some of us are working. What happens if suddenly one day, like Modi ji gets up and tells us, pandemic is over, or pandemic 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. One day we just come up and we come to know, okay, all the problems are sorted, pandemic is over, you have an upswing, now you're free to move around, nothing is going to happen. What happens now post lockdown for many of us who have been sitting at home? How do we feel? To just help you, I'm going to show you some words. Okay, now tell me which of these words actually come across in your mind. What words are coming in your mind? What do you feel? I'm going to be sharing the screen for some time, for a minute, for you to see. What am
Okay.
I
So,
feeling today?
ma'am
Am I
Neeta,
feeling excited? Yeah.
ma'am Neeta is commenting that she is feeling relaxing, and
Okay.
Gurpreet Kaur comments normal, good, good to go out, and
Wonderful.
Great by Neeta. Okay, there are a lot of comments.
Wonderful. So all of you are feeling different emotions. Either you're feeling happy, you feel excited, you feel amazed, you're feeling good, you're feeling crazy. Some of them are there who are still feeling very lost, very
Hmm.
overwhelmed, very confused, very frustrated because they are indoors for a long time and they still can't go out because certain areas are still affected too much. Some people get worried about what's going to happen if I go out, or some people are over burnt out because constantly we have been sitting on webinars and webinars and webinars and webinars. So it is not webinars but becoming webinars. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's like crazily working on our mind. We are trying to de-stress, but it doesn't work. Something
Hmm.
is going wrong in us. And I'm sure all of you want to be very productive, and some areas you would want to know what you can be productive in. So, are you ready? You're going to say yes, and if Dinesh is going to tell me yes, then we move ahead. Okay, otherwise, we can just continue discussing over certain things. How? But do you want to be productive? Do you want to know what areas we can work around so that we feel much more clarity, much
Yeah.
more de stressed, much more organized, and we can be more miraculous or we can be more productive so that we can be our best version? So, are you
Yeah.
ready?
Deepa, and Shraddha says yes,
Okay,
and
great.
Gurpreet
So, we
also
have
says
three
yes.
people saying yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's proceed then. So let's look at our different goals. Now, before you are wanting to be productive, you need to understand that there are different areas in your life. There's not only one area, you have multiple areas. And what can be those areas? They can be business, they can be career, they can be finances, they can be physical, they can be fun and recreation, they can be health, they can be family, friends, romance, personal growth. There could be something where you want to do spirituality, there could be something where you want to donate and you want to do some good work, there could be something where you want to be more a freelancer or a working professional. So there are different areas in your life, and that's called the wheel of life. What does the wheel of life do? It allows you to understand what aspect are you doing when you are working in your life. What are the different kinds of aspects that you're working, which will help you to become a better person. Now, this wheel will be different for everybody. Okay, so what you would do now is probably take a paper Just grab any kind of paper or a notebook with a pen and just draw a circle. We are going to find out what is that aspect that you are working on, not working on, need some more time, need to spend importance, or you're overspending your time on. Okay, so take a paper, take a pencil, and when you're ready, tell me, then we move.
Yeah, I will also do that, ma'am. I will also.
Yes, please, it's
I
for
will also
everybody and
participate.
anybody.
I will also
It,
participate. I have taken
it can be
paper.
for the child, it can be for men, it can be for women, it can be for youth, it can be for anybody. Everybody's life is going to be clearer when we chalk it down. So just pick up, I'll just wait for a few seconds.
Yeah, for sure, ma'am. For sure. So all the participants can comment down their views and their opinions and everything they are feeling about this webinar. So they can comment down their comments in the comment box itself, and the comments will be shown on screen live. Okay, so Deepak comments that I want to grow in my professional life, and Suman comments, good evening. Okay, good evening, ma'am. And
Good evening,
Neeta
Suman.
comments, Neeta comments, meal planning, sticking to follow strict exercise routine. So Neeta is planning to strictly follow the exercise routine
Great.
and meals too. Yeah. So
Okay,
I have,
let's start working on your entire wheel now. So
yeah.
Sunita, take a paper, draw a circle. Just draw one big circle and then divide it into, say, have a big circle and divide it into multiple parts. So a plus and then a division, and write all the areas that you wish to focus on. Now, I have written some of them outside. It could be different for you, it could be different for Neeta, it could be different for Shalini, it could be different for Mohini, it could be different for Meena or for Dinesh. Okay, so just write what are the areas that you would like to focus in your life. Is it career? Is it recreation, family, friends, finances, health? It could be exercising. It could be passions. It could be any kind of maybe singing a song or maybe cycling or anything. So what they all come under recreation or they come under fun or they come under any particular goal. So write those on the outside.
Yeah. So you can make like this, ma'am. Like this one. If I can
Yeah.
show
So
you.
just draw a circle, divide it into different parts, write those things. Don't do anything else. Just write those pointers. At family recreation. Now draw another circle. Don't draw anything. Just draw that big circle, divide it into parts. Now you have these lines. You have, I can show you from this. You have these lines, right? From
Yeah.
center, you have these lines from center to the border. Now these are your topics. One, two, three, four, five. Now draw a line in the middle of that quadrant. From zero to this, just draw a line. Draw
Hmm.
a line in between all your different aspects. And number from 0 to 10, how much time do you spend on these things? For example, I might spend only maybe 3 or 4 on finances. I might be maybe 9 on health. I might not spend anything on health. I don't do anything with health, then you put less. If you are spending a lot of time with family or less time with family, give yourself a number from 0 to 10. How much time do you spend with your life partner or your romance or your love or your girlfriend or anything that? Personal growth, fun and recreation, physical environment, business and career, finances. Just give one number on a line which is drawn from the center to the outer. From the center to the outer, draw a line in between all those different aspects. Give yourself a number. Okay, just give the number, make a point at that number. Now, once you have given all the numbers, join all those numbers. So if I join, say this is at this point, join that here, join that here, join that, whatever is your point. Don't look at the circle, just give yourself a little marking, and from that marking, join all the dots where your different markings are. Can you join them? If you realize you will not find a complete inner circle, you
Inner
will
circle.
find something unorganized like this. Can you see?
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
not a complete circle, it's a very unorganized kind of a diagram. So your life will actually reflect what are the portions that you are spending less time, what are the portions you are spending a lot of time. And that's why you have this disorganized circle. Okay.
Hmm.
So what do you think? Can you ever have a full circle? Can you
No,
ever have a full circle?
according to me, no. We cannot have a full circle because we have priorities to give to each of our work. According to me, it is according to me, not like audience, but audience is preferring, like audience have given many replies
What have
that
the audience written?
the audience have replied with their work. I want to appear for PhD by Suman, and Shraddha wants to improve their professional life. Deepak also want to grow in his professional life. Suman Luthra want to study more,
Wow.
and Gurpreet wants to study. Gurpreet want after job family is preference. After job family is preference for Gurpreet, and Gurpreet says five in their number scale, 5 hours. Okay, so Deepa also says yes, that the circle doesn't match, and the circle will not match. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Ladipa and Srishti and all the people who have given comments. Okay. Our life cannot be a complete circle or a wholesome circle. Let's understand one thing. We cannot be perfect all the time. And we will not be perfect all the time because we are always work in progress people. We will always be people who will try to improvise all the sectors of our work, all the sectors of our life, so that we can get more or less a good uniform circle. For that, we need to give equal participation to each of our aspects. Now, if I'm a working professional and I am really, really loving my work and mad for my work and I'm constantly working and I don't give any importance to my mental health, I don't get up in the morning and maybe take a fresh breath of air or drink a coffee or spend some time, me time with myself, or maybe sit down and enjoy the different aspects of nature, take a breath, enjoy the breeze, enjoy the rains, then I'm not enjoying one aspect, that is nature and my me time. That's my mental health. Number one. Number two, if I'm spending overtime, then I'm not focusing on my work. That's also not good. If I'm not focusing on my education and training and development and my entire education, then probably something is faltering there. Maybe I'm good in all the aspects. I'm exercising also. I go for a run also. I go for a jog also. I'm doing my work also. But I don't give time to my family. Will that be okay with you? No. Okay, so you need to give time to your finances, then your business will be in control. If your business is in control, your personal life will be in control. Your personal life will, these are all interweaved and interconnected. If one thing is inappropriate, the entire balance will be broken. So you need to make sure that you are spending some amount of time during the week on each of these aspects. You cannot say I can only work, 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 and I won't take care of my family, or I won't spend time with my emotional romance and other part. I won't look after my education, or I won't look after my work. Everything is important. If you keep doing one aspect and not the other aspect, there will be some imbalance, and someday or the other, one aspect will undergo pressure and you will break. It could be health, it could be finances, it could be business, education, any of the other, or family.
Hmm.
So, to maintain this uniformity in the circle within, that's your inner you, your core you, we need to manage something, and that is manage time. Okay, what are the things that can you balance it? Possibly no, because balancing is an art. Balancing is an activity. What can you manage is time and resources. What you can do is manage a little appropriate part of your circle, and that's your inner circle, the inner you, which allows you to set bigger aspects. What can they be? Set your goals correctly, Prioritize well, set a time limit, take breaks between each task, organize yourself all the time, your work desk, your workplace, your cupboard, your house. Keep it clean, keep your desk clean, create a schedule, remove all the non essential books, the tasks which you're not using, plan ahead of time. Plan what exactly are you planning to do, whether it's your business or your finances, your health, your family, your friends, personal growth, recreation, or your physical environment. You need to plan certain things, only then whatever you have focused as goals will get converted into results. Don't you agree with me?
Yes, yes, truly agree, ma'am.
What do you
Truly
say
agree.
on that? So I'm going to stop screen sharing for a bit and then discuss with you. Don't you think that's good? If
Hmm.
you focus on any of these aspects, right? Yeah. I'm waiting for people to reply there. Yes, I'm on a body, mind, and soul detox. Okay, that's interesting. I'd love to hear about that. Yeah, and oftenly, it's also important to understand that it's okay to not be close to any of these devices. Okay, whether it's your phone, whether it's your laptop, whether it's your iPad, any of these, it's okay if people say, "What happened? Your phone is shut down." Give them a message prior that today is my detox day. If you need to contact me after 5 in the evening. Okay, I'm not going to be available. If there's anything important, put a message. Nothing is running away. Believe me, even your work, even if you're Tata, Birla, Ambani also, I think even they need a break.
Yeah,
Even if you're
exactly.
the biggest person, if you don't give time to your mental health, it's someday or the other, you are going to hit a toll on your mental health or on your health constraints. Okay. Now, important things. How do you set your goal? How do you prioritize? How do you set a time? How do you take these breaks? How do you organize yourself? How do you remove the non essential things? It's easy to say remove one non essential, clean up your desk, keep it safe, keep it clean, plan a day ahead. But I'm not able to do that, right? Right, Deepak? I try doing it, but it's not happening. Why is it not happening? Something is not working right. Something is not getting arranged right. And what is that? First of all, do you take break? Let's talk about the break. What do you do if you are stressed? What do you do? I'm going to ask you, I'm not going to tell you because this is not a one-way system. This is a two-way system. You're going
Yeah,
to tell me
exactly.
what all do you do when you are stressed? What all do you do?
Okay. So audience can comment down.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for them. These are simple things. What all do you do when you get stressed? क्या क्या करते हो आप? Okay, everybody's thinking into deep thinking.
Okay, we got a
Listen
comment.
to music,
Deepa,
wonderful. It's a very good thing.
read books by Deepa again.
Okay,
Okay, any more?
play with a pet. Some of them like playing with pets. Some of them have pets. Some of them spend time with children. Some of them exercise. Some of them just sit down in their balcony or in their garden or in their open space
Got
and
more
just
sketching
this retrospect. Yes, sketching,
and watching
watching the
phone.
phone. Oh, watching the phone. Gurpreet, that's not good exercise to relieve stress. I think a lot of people get a lot of stress when they go for that.
And
Go
this
for a
is
walk.
for cooking, yeah, and music.
Go for a walk, music, jogging, Zumba,
Gardening,
salsa, gardening, take a nap. The best thing, take a nap, going to the gym, wonderful, good breathe.
going to
So,
the gym.
listening to music, meditating, also playing with simple children, even going and creating a puddle. Okay, that can be real fun.
Yeah, this one is
Watching
different.
news.
Watching news.
Yeah, sometimes you have to just think out of the box. So, Dineshji, not everybody is always wanting to do the same monotonous thing. कभी कभी अपनी खिड़की से बर्ड्स को देखते हुए, बच्चों को देखते हुए, गरीब बच्चों को क्रिकेट और फुटबॉल खेलते हुए, all those things also give so much fun because they are not people who fear anything what happens in their life. They just know enjoying life, and looking at them gives you more enjoyment because it's about the little things that we have forgotten. It's
Yes.
about the little things that help us to keep calm. It's about the little things that we want to remove our stress with regard to work or pressures and move it to something different, which gives us happiness.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Right?
So,
So that's one
Gurpreet
aspect.
ma'am, Gurpreet ma'am
Yeah,
says, just a second, sorry to interrupt, but in practical, but practically we do watch phone basically. So
yeah, because we know only one thing, picking up the
watch
phone.
phone
We are so
and
addicted to
watch
it.
news. Watch news and see phone. That is the practical thing. What usually people do. But there are
Yeah.
more comments. They
So
also like,
that is what you have seen people doing. But then there are people who do something else also. Okay. If I have a good background, see nature very good from the balcony, from the khirki, from the window, whatever you call it, watching news. I don't know if watching news actually gives happiness to everybody because news again brings only the horrible news. They don't bring any good news and come. Pamper your body, yes. Go to the spa, go to the exercise, go to the gym, watch the birds, the skies, the clouds, the little things that give you happiness, including rain, including green grass, including talking with people. Yeah, that can be good. If you are so wanting to be on the phone, maybe call somebody and listen to them,
yeah,
share
that's
a
it.
smile, share a little happy moment. Don't call them and stress them also. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. No, no, no. Don't stress them out as well. Don't pass your stress, but tell them maybe, do you have time? Maybe we can talk or chat over something else. And yes, these can be some ways of expelling stress. Number one. Number two, we said, okay, you need to work on your time management. So, what you can do, these are some simple tips. What would you do to keep your time more organized? What would you do? First, I need to ask you and then I'll tell you. So, come on. Come on, guys, quick. Give me some lovely tips. I know you're all intelligent. All these interesting modalities and interesting things you've already read somewhere. Meditation. How would you manage time? Okay, with sunrise and sunsets, that's interesting. A to do list. Wonderful. So make a to do list, like Deepa says. You can write an entire list, either write on your notepad or write on the wall. If you don't have a sticker wall, get stick pads. Maybe you can sit and write on them. Create a time management sheet. Arrange most of the things. You have the diaries. You have your Google Sheets. You have so many time management sheets and worksheets nowadays to manage your time. But stick to that time. Don't plan too many goals, too many activities during the day when you think that it might take some more time. Place out your things based on priority. Then
Mhm.
identify your time stealers. Maybe from morning till evening, note how many times do you go out to the phone. How many times do you go out on the bell? How many times you pick up the phone and start talking to a friend when you have some work? Identify the time stealers. And time stealers, yes, Microsoft To-Do List app is great. So you have umpteen number of apps on the phone, which can be time organizers, or they can be time to-do list, or you can have
Mhm.
many other softwares which are available on different kinds of gadgets, which can be your way you can structure things. But
I think for
also,
me,
while
uh,
structuring, yeah, tell me, Dinesh.
sorry to disturb, but I think for me, this particularly in iPhone, we have screen time app. So in screen time
Yeah,
app, we have this visibility of that how many hours we are using this particular app or not. So this really helps out.
yeah. So screen time tells you how much time you have used the gadget. But
Yeah.
screen time doesn't tell you where you have used the gadget.
No, no, no.
Okay, for
It
example, if I
do tell.
have used it a lot on WhatsApp or I've used less on Facebook or used more of Instagram, it may not tell you you've used 2 hours of Instagram, 3 hours of Facebook. Does it tell you
Yeah,
like
it
that?
do tell now. It do tell now. It do
Okay,
tell
so
that.
ideally, if it's giving that, then great. Then you know who are your time stealers and where are you spending more time. Then you should start
Yeah.
It's not that you should not spend more time on this or more time on that. It's not about stopping Facebook or stopping Instagram or stopping LinkedIn or stopping Twitter or anything, because every business works also on a different social media platform. If your business is supported on that social media, then be there. But if it is not supporting, you're just wasting your time, then it becomes time stealer. Yes, organize, prioritize, be wise in it, write down your time stealers, then genuinely say, today I'm going to be working on my time stealer, that I am not going to be on the phone for more than maybe 1 hour or 2 hours, not like 6 hours. So I am constantly picking my phone. I need to do something to stay away from it. Either you inform everybody, I'm going to be away from this time to this time, shut it off so that it doesn't ring. I know it's difficult saying shut it off or then put it on sleep mode or put it on silent mode or putting on vibration mode. But even if you're going to be constantly on this after putting it on silent mode, because we are so used to going back to our phone, it's become a part of us now. So if you can't control staying away from it, then please close it or shut it down for some while, because that's surely going to make you more and more productive. Next, you already seen time management matrix. If you see time matrix, if you see Pomodoro, if you see a lot of other tools, these tools are some of the techniques that help you to go and Google out what is time management matrix. Tells you what is important, what is unimportant, what is not important but yet to be done, what is important and not to be done. Or using Pomodoro technique, which has break for certain times, doing an activity, again a break, again certain times, and then going back to something more important after a long break. So these are techniques that we have already been learned over a period of time. These are, if you put time management techniques, there will be many which you can find. But managing your stress, managing your time are two important things that you do. Setting your goals. How do you set a goal? You go and write what is your goal for the next 1 week. Please, let's look at 1 week. Try and get them done. Set smaller goals. For example, my goal on a week is that I'm going to be completing my dinner at 7:30 p.m. Then every day I have to make sure that there is an alarm that rings at around 6 o'clock, that I need to cook my meal and be on the dinner at 7 a.m. sharp so that we can finish by 7:30. So that every day I plan Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, have I cooked my meal by 6:30 so that it can be set on the table by 7 and we are finished by 7:30. So we are kind of first finding out and aligning. It says it takes about 60 days to make a habit, not 21 days. It takes more than 21 days to create a habit. It takes 21 days to set a habit. But if you want to constantly be at it, whether it is losing your weight, whether it is about completing your goal, whether it is about any financial management, whether it is about any kind of clarity on how you want to hit on your goal, then you have to be persistent on it. Constantly being persistent, setting goals correctly, staying away from any kind of time stealers and avoiding any kind of stress busters, also setting a time limit and working on that periodically is important. Now, taking breaks between the task. Is it important to take a break? Is it important to take a break? What do you think? Yeah, set according to the priority. That's true, Deepak. Stay on words of commitment. So, commitment is very, very individualistic. We want to be committed, but sometimes we are not able to. Okay. It's not that we don't want to, but somehow we are not able to. कभी कभी वो हम अटक जाते हैं कि हम कैसे करें. We are not able to because we are not persistently working at stopping the time stealers or the stealers, what you call them, because we said something but then we hop, skip and jump. For example, if I am doing some document or if I'm creating something, what happens is if I get a call, I move to that. If somebody comes and calls me, we move to that. Somebody comes and says, okay, let's go for a lunch or let's go for a coffee, we move to that. So that's something that should not happen. Stay focused on that, and then keep also your breaks. Wonderful, Sunu. So you need to keep your breaks. Your breaks are your stress busters. Now, during the break, don't go back to your phone sometimes. Maybe at sometimes, if it's important, go back to it. But not all breaks should be only phone breaks. Some breaks should be phone breaks. Some breaks should be only giving your mind some rest because you need to get back on it. Okay? So, work on that also. That all should not be completely phone breaks, should also be relaxing break so that you can get back on the work what you are working on, because sometimes the work can be too stressful. Next, as we are working on stress, sometimes because we are taking prioritizing certain things, we are unable to do certain things. We try very hard to stop the time stealers. We try very hard. Oh my god, we planned this for this many hours but didn't happen. You tend to get frustrated and angry. So working on your anger is also important to be away from stress and to achieve success. Okay. So, how are you going to manage this anger? How are you going to manage this anger? Any idea? Okay. I'll wait for a minute for you to tell me how are you going to manage this anger. Because anger is going to pop up all the time. Anger is going to come today, anger is going to come tomorrow. It's you're going to get frustrated someday or the other if something doesn't work. So how are you going to rework on it? Organize, prioritize, okay. Take breaks, okay. If you get angry, then what? Yes. Okay, so number one, whenever you get angry, sleep if you're angry. That's so sweet. Need to take deep breaths, sleep, rest, do meditation, very good. Walk, exercise, time outs, yes, time breaks, talk to somebody, pause, think, respond. Yeah. So pause, think, don't respond, don't react. All those things sound good. But very importantly, when we are doing it, sometimes we don't know how to work on our body. To recover yourself from that anger, the quickest way is anger can be subsided in the first 3 minutes. So, first 3 minutes, you have to be in control. What can you do? Maybe quickly grab a glass of water and don't drink it. And some of them say drink it or drink a lot of water to cool you down. Even if you're not drinking it, just take a glass of water and put it on your lips and probably seem like you're drinking it. Because what happens is if you're trying to just keep the glass of water, sometimes your mind gets focused on the glass of water and you're not actually worried about what the other person has done to you or you're fighting yourself out. Sometimes that works as well. Sometimes it's about drinking water and then cooling yourself down. Sometimes it's about taking a walk. Sometimes it's about exercising. People just hit the gym even when they're at work, when they are stressed out with their work. Sometimes it's about stepping away from the situation. Stepping away means either moving away from that entire situation or talking to somebody else, discussing something else, changing the entire pattern, identifying who and what is triggering that anger. What are your warning signs? Warning signs, WS. Identify the WS and the T, the trigger, so that you can stop it every time it happens. Try inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale with breathing exercise. Now, breathing exercise also has to be very focused. It's always about taking in 3 breaths and exhaling maybe 5 breaths. Okay, your exhale has to be longer than your inhale because it's said that most of the time our body has inhaled so much of negativity that we need to exhale out more. We will be inhaling something good, but we do have certain inhibitions or limiting belief systems or a lot of things that we hear from external sources that we need to exhale from our body. So the inhale is always a deep breath with a count of 3, and maybe a exhale at the deep breath of count of 5. So your exhale has to be longer. You can hold in the middle for a minute, for a second. Say, for example, inhale 1, 2, 3, hold, and then exhale 5. Do that repeatedly for 3 times. I'm sure your 3 minutes will be up soon. Yeah, think before you speak. Again, that's a very nice thing to say, but many people are unable to control that. We can try that. If you are a very thoughtful person, if you're a very patient person, yes, it might work. But for people who are very, very worried, who are not able to control, who are not able to step away, not able to drink water and cool down, not able to jog, walk, exercise, or move away, or reframe your thinking, then this might help. Try the breathing or the muscle relaxation exercise. Okay. So that's one more thing. Yeah, to look at the ceiling. Interesting. Okay, maybe that works. Yeah, you can try. Deepa says, look at the ceiling constantly. I don't know about that, but music helps. Music also helps. Put on some music and continue doing your work. That can help. Okay, so all what we can do is scheduling, creating a to-do list, laying maybe a chart with a lot of post-its which tell you what's important, what's not important, what's done, what's not done. You can have different color post-its or a to-do list, or lay out your priority plan. Give yourself a clean desk. Okay. Most of our desks where we work, or most of the places, are not dedicated places. That helps you to be de-stressed. It has to be a place where you go to when you're working, and dedicate yourself that 2 hours time or 3 hours time, with in between small breaks that you will be doing, whether it's study, whether it's work, whether it's anything related to your financial development, whether it is spending time with your family. That time is completely for that time and not something else. Yeah, so good. That's really interesting, Deepa. That maybe something related to the spinal cord is, if you look at the ceiling, then you calm down. It's what Deepa is saying. Thank you for bringing that up. So that's really new to me. I shall probably try it with all the people around me also. Um, yeah. So give yourself this clean desk. Get ready when you're working to be in the work mode, when you're with family to be in family mode, when you're at lunch, have specific times. And let me tell you, now that we are in pandemic, everything is haywire. Okay, but if you're organized and you let your people know that, this is the time I have a meeting, this is the time we can have lunch, this is the time we spend together, this is the time I'm not supposed to be disturbed because I want to do some work. They will know the assignment of your timing and schedule, and you can also focus on your time and resources on aligning and assigning your task, because delegation of your task and your time at home also is important. If you're just going to do everything without any agenda or to-do list or task for the day planned, then it becomes very difficult to control the entire flow of the day, and you'll be having so many things and nothing completed. Okay. And last of all, set your mood for your break times, for your work times, for your lunch times, for your casual talks, for your phone times, for your coffee chats, for your non-work related tasks, and don't try to be a superman or a superwoman. Okay, we always feel we can do everything. It's not like that. We are good at multitasking, but let's understand we cannot do everything. Okay, in one day you have 24 hours, you can plan what's important and get that done well. And the day you are not able to satisfy somebody, or maybe go for a meeting, or go for an event, or maybe meet a friend, it's okay to just allow your body to understand that you need a break and you're unable to do it. So let people know assertively that you can't take up certain tasks, or you can't meet them, or it's difficult to meet them, or can we realign the meeting, because you need to even say no. Assertively saying no is also causing less stress in your life, because you know what is your priority As much as you say no to the phone, as much as you say no to the gadgets, you need to say no sometimes on tasks, on friends, on family, on events, on any kind of things that come up to your life because you need your me time. You cannot be a superman or a superwoman. You can put an unavailable status. And saying no is the best part of your life to be decluttered, de-stressed, and detoxing so that you can be successful in what that one thing what you want to do, you're able to do it well. It's okay to say no. It's okay not to accept certain requests. It's okay to decline requests because you and your health, you and your de-stressed environment is important that you become the best version of yourself and you're able to do quality things with quality time and you're able to manage everything well in a balanced environment. And that's what we want, right? We want balance in the entire atmosphere in whatever we do. They could be through many different tasks. They could be organizing spaces. They could be managing all your distractions which come in your way and also stop procrastination of any kind. Okay. So that's one way. And finally, since we also work in the areas of avoiding any kind of we have modalities where we design various programs on stress and we help you to overcome certain situations. So we have various programs like Daira, which works on POSH was mental health, and we have working with children who are undergoing cyberbullying or any kind of other abuse with regards to POXO. And then we have specialized counseling or mentorship for people who are working and who are stressed because of either too much of work, too much of education, or unable to manage tasks, or some kind of inhibitions in their own world. So, if you ever feel that you would want to do that, then yes, you can reach out to us. And there is a mindful breathing which I do at the end. I don't know if I can do that now, but we can see if we can do that. And it's just a small activity of breath. If the music plays, then great. Let me know. I will share the screen. The music is playing. We do it for about 3 minutes and then we can close the session with that. Yeah. So I'm just trying to share the screen.
Yeah.
Are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am. We can see. I think you have to raise the volume. Volume is not there.
Okay. I think I'm not able to. Okay, here it is. Okay, what we'll do is since the voice is not getting through, we can just do it together. All we can do is to keep our palms one over the other and to sit in any comfortable pose that you are. Close your eyes and then take your breaths the way it has been helped you to do. So I will be giving you the counts and we can do that 3 times. Ideally, there would be a soft music. So I'm requesting you to think of some calm place where you are sitting calm. You can hear some droplets of water, maybe from the waterfall, maybe from the river, maybe from a calm shore, maybe you're on the beach, maybe you can listen to the droplets of rain. Sit calm, relaxed, keep other things away. I'm sure they're important. We'll come back to them soon. So, keeping your mind and your palms and your body rested, if we can breathe in on the count with 3 inhales, hold, and then 5 exhales. So let's just start the first breath. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. hold and exhale. One, two, three, four, and five. Once more, let's breathe in. Breathe in. One, two, hold and exhale. One, two, three, four, and five. One last time. Let's breathe in one more time. Breathe in. One, two, hold, two, three, four, five, and release. Let your entire body, mind, and soul stay relaxed when you do this breath exercise. This can be done as many times during your day, keeping your eyes closed or just keeping yourself still. Once you feel the calmness and you're okay to open your eyes, please feel free to rub your palms and put over your eyes and your entire face for the energy to flow into your body and to entire body in terms of your arms, your body, your legs, and throughout. So when you're ready, just rub your palms and place it over your eyes, your entire face, and maybe your body. And you may open your eyes. Okay, so that's a little exercise, not too much longer. Can be done as many times during the day. I'm sure it will give you much more energy to be productive throughout the day. You don't doesn't take too much time. At the same time, it gives you a lot of energy to bounce back, whether you're negative, whether you're positive, whether you're tired, whether you're sleepless. This gives you a lot more energy to live almost 3 days without sleeping. If you continue to do this at least 2 to 3 times in a day, I'm sure you will see a lot of change than you becoming tired and lethargic and not willing to do anything and feeling okay. So all the time we feel really lazy, we are procrastinating, we want to push away things for tomorrow, day after tomorrow. But let's understand sometimes the power is within. It's just that we need to harness it with the right strength and be able to live it to the fullest. So thank you very much. I hope the session was very, very helpful and fruitful. I will be putting the details on the chat in case you would like to wish and get in touch. You can always get in touch with the wonderful PsyCoolG or the psychology team and Mr. Dinesh and the wonderful team. Thank you very much for also being around and having my session with you. But with regards to any of the other services, you can always get in touch with us. Thank you so much for honoring me.
We'll also share the details in the description too, ma'am. Not an issue with that. And
Sure.
to all the audience, the feedback link is in the description below, so you can comment down your views in the comment box, as well as you can go and spare your 1 minute to give us a feedback that helps us to improve a lot. And you can just click on the feedback link down in the description box and comment your precious comment and suggestion. Thank you. So all the
Thank you.
details we will mention in the description box too. So for more
Thank you so
details,
much.
www.right2rise.in for all the inquiries and all the detailings. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful session. And this was really interesting, and really it was an interactive session. I think the audience also liked the session. There are a lot of feedbacks in the comment box. by Neeta, by Gurpreet, by Suman Luthra. Thanks for and regard. And not only this, we have a lot of participants who do watch our session after completing. They cannot watch it live because they are working professionals, or they are student currently attending some different class, or they are working professional currently working in their particular job time. So they will watch it later, and we can see more comments in the comment box and more views in the section. So thank you for participating. I thank each and every participant who has spared time, and their they have given their precious time to attend this webinar, so they get knowledge in exchange of the time. I think that is the most expensive thing nowadays. They are giving time and taking knowledge. Thank you, ma'am, for being there and sparing time to this special event or special webinar number 91. So more are yet to come. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for connecting with psychology. I really heartily thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dinesh ji. Thank you, the entire team of psychology. Thank you.
Thank you.